Alright folks, the M3A3 Stuart, Tier 3 Premium American Light Tank, so very much a filler in this year's large boxes for holiday ops, but practically a modified M3 Stuart from the tech tree with better sloped and more roomy of a hull design with a modified turret similar to the M5 Stuart, 37mm, that's on the M22 Locust, and better engine power. So in comparison to the Locust, this thing has a better gun performance, so better accuracy, better aim time, more ammo, at the cost of horsepower per ton ratio and top speed. But this thing has better view range at the cost of camo. So it's more about the gun and firepower with this vehicle than the mobility and the camo of the Locust, in a sense. But the Locust is a very fun Tier 3 light tank. It's relatively decent in terms of firepower and mobility, but this thing is more about the firepower, so plays more like a medium tank-esque of a light, but you do have like almost twice the amount of ammo with this vehicle than the actual Locust, at the cost of half, almost, the horsepower per ton ratio, jumping from like 30 horsepower to like 17. So it's not as fast to rev, but definitely has more ammo to spam. It's not a bad pickup, right? From a holiday ops large box, it's not a weird looking vehicle, so not that surprising, but I wouldn't mind it, I guess. Now if this vehicle will cost in gold, it's likely about 750 or so, typical of tier 3s, but it's fine. I mean, we already have like 4 different Stuarts in the game. M3 M5 Stuart for the Americans, a British Stuart, and a Chinese Stuart in a sense, but collect all the Stuarts, I guess. So not a bad looking vehicle, but I wouldn't mind it. I mean, design wise, it is very much proven in real life with this vehicle design, and they like it in terms of jungle warfare, right? But yeah, it's not a bad looking vehicle. I wouldn't mind. I like the Chaffee a little bit better, but that's me. Alright, so the gun is very much the 37 on the Locust, but you have better accuracy, better aim time, so it reloads very quickly and do carry a lot more shells. It does have a radio operator instead of a loader, so kind of a weird mix and match than the actual Sheridan or high tier American light tanks, in a sense, from the Bulldog. So find the radio operator from like a Chaffee or something. But top speed 61, not bad. Horsepower per ton ratio is relatively okay. It's not the greatest, and definitely not comparable to the M22 Locust. Locust is like 30. So this thing is slower to rev. It's more like a medium tank in this sense. Same goes with the Traverse. HP is alright, but you do have 38mm at the turret front and 25 for the hull front and sides. So better protection against machine guns from the Panzer 1C than the Locust. Concealment is not as good. Definitely not as good. And view range is better than the Locust, but not that much. Only like 10 more meters. And radio is low tier, so whatever. Yeah, camo is more of a medium tank in the sense now. I mean, DPM is alright for a low tier vehicle. Yeah, that's fine. So compare this to the Locust, and you can see that, yeah, it has better accuracy, better aim time, 100 more DPM, and it carries a lot more ammo, 170 compared to 90, and better view range, at the cost of camo. So 6% camo is a big deal, and the top speed is 3 kilometers per hour less, but horsepower per ton ratio is dramatic. 17 compared to almost 30. That is pretty huge. Yeah, 18, fine, we'll give it 18. So it's more like a medium tank, but not the slowest in a sense. So the only thing I'm worried about is the camo, but I guess it's fine, low tier. You don't need to spot, not really. So everybody runs around like a headless chicken, trying to shoot at each other. but you do have a little bit more view range to spot for yourself, so that's a plus. It's alright. Yeah, a lot more ammo than the 90 rounds of the 37. Shell velocity is okay. I mean, it's low tier. Don't spam too much gold. I mean, you won't struggle with gold at some angles against a Matilda or B1 or even a 𝗦𝘁𝘂, but just go towards the sides. You're fast enough to go to the side armor and shoot at the side with 56mm pen AP round. So definitely move about, but yeah, cost so much different. 800 credits compared to almost 20 of the actual ammo count. Oh, that's dramatic. Don't spam too much gold. It's not worth it, right? Not really. For 22 more millimeters of pen, you're spending way too much more credits. Go towards the rear and spam the shells, but yeah, it's alright. I mean, the Locust is a very fine low tier light tank, mostly because of the mobility and the camouflage along with the view range, but this thing is more like a medium tank in a playstyle. Doesn't have as much camouflage rating or as good of a horsepower per ton, but you do have more ammo and better accuracy, better aim time to compensate. Same gun performance in terms of penetration and alpha, but I'd say it's fine. It's definitely okay. Not the worst. I mean, equipment wise, optics, turbocharger, make it go faster, but there's no rammer at low tier, and there's only 2 equipments. You could put low exhaust, a camouflage bonus. That's not bad, but I would say turbocharger and optics. You're driving around all the time. Low tiers are pretty much running about all the time. So optics, turbocharger, definitely the go-to. You could put improved hardening, but you don't get that much health buff. Not really. Don't put improved hardening. You only get as like 40 HP out of it. Not worth. I wouldn't say improved hardening. And you're not slowing down to aim, so no binoculars, no camouflage net or enhanced gun lane drive. You're pretty much going with turbocharger or optics, perhaps camo. So yeah, it's like with the Locust. Locust is fun. It's a small profile, fast vehicle, and the gun does perform, but sometimes you run out of ammo. That's the only downside. Now you have twice the ammo, almost, at the cost of twice the horsepower per ton ratio. But I feel it's fine. The only main very much popular vehicle is the Panzer 1C, and this thing has 33. Holy crap, that was like 20 millimeters of pen. 33, 43 for APCR, but then again, APCR is dramatically more expensive. Wow, I thought it was only like 20 millimeter pen. You could bounce some shells with the slope armor from the machine guns, the Mauser machine gun, but yeah, this thing is crazy. This is a machine gun on wheels, practically. The mobility is nuts as well. Top speed is very good. Horsepower per ton ratio is respectable, but yeah, this thing has a very good horsepower per ton ratio. I would say it's fine. It's like a 5 out of 10. It's not that bad, and I wouldn't mind it, but there's also a Russian. I forgot. There's technically 5 Stuarts. Never mind. Already. So 2 Americans, 1 Brit, 1 Russian, 1 Chinese. I forgot about this thing. Oh. Alright, fine. Well, technically this is the M3 Stuart with the less sloping on the actual hull, less roomy on the hull front. So compare this to the Tier IV Stuart. Yeah, better sloped, more roomy of a hull design and the modified turret. So that's an M5 Stuart. Slight difference, but yeah, it's fine. It's like a 5 out of 10. Well, there you go, folks. We spent way too much time on the filler tanks, but it's still fine. And normally Tier 3 premiums are about 750 gold, so it's not that bad. 900 for the Locust. Wow, that's good. Let's see, Tier 3 lights. Generally, a copy will give you, let's see, type 1,000 for this thing? That's good. The vehicle is not that great, but God, 500. Oh, Russian. Gross. 850. So how do I know it was a gift? 950. Wow. Gross tractor 950. Wow, I thought it was 750 on average, but 500 for this piece of crap. This was a gift. The logo was a gift. 900 for Locust. So generally you want about 900 or so, but 1000 for the SU-76. Wow. Yeah, we're not getting the 2C. I want the 2C. The Char 2C. Yeah, no. You're not getting 5, no. T29 was a 5 gold? Didn't we already have it? Huh, just jumping around. Last year's T3 convertible was about 1000. So you get sometimes 1000 gold for a tier 3 premium, which is not bad, right? Not bad. But on the bottom end, you could get like 500, which might suck. So, I wouldn't say it's the worst out of the bunch, but really, which one was the 5 gold T29? Didn't we already have this thing? It's more like a T28 but smaller. Apparently it didn't came out. Nobody cares about low tier. I forgot which vehicle came out and which didn't. Apparently the T29 wasn't out. It's not added this year, so has been collecting dust or something. I don't know, whatever. Well, there you go, folks. The M3A3 Stuart. So if it's 1000 gold per duplicate, not that bad of a pickup if you get a duplicate from the filler spot, but the vehicle itself definitely not the worst. So it's relatively fun. It's comparable to a Locust, more like a medium tank. You play this thing like a mini Sherman in a sense, but yeah, it's fine. I say it's fine. 5 out of 10. So as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
いつものように過ぎる日々に